Hi guys, today we will review new German tanks that were introduced in the or will be introduced in the version 0.85, and those of you who did not have a chance to play on the test server, I'll show you a little bit these tanks and give you my opinions on these tanks, and also show you a few battle replays. So what do we have here? Let's look at the tech tree. Several German tanks were added. The new medium tank line. It starts with the old VK 30002DB, which was renamed to 30.02D, and from that tank you can research Indian Panzer, Tier 8 tank, and Tier 9 tank Leopard Prototype A, and Tier 10 tank Leopard 1. There's a new tank on Tier 6, VK 3001D, and this tank is like a mini brother of VK 3002. It has a little bit less health points, but on paper it looks pretty much the same. I didn't play it and didn't buy it. I guess it's just there for me to try later, or for all of us. And another interesting tank was added is a mini Panther. It's a new top light tank. Tier 7 light tank. You can research it from VK2801, and all you need is 43,100 experience points, so it's not really much for a top light tank. Haven't played this tank much. This is how it looks in stock. Ridiculously funny. So you have a huge Panther body and you have tiny Leopard's turret on top. You'll have to upgrade it. Ooh, you'll have to upgrade it. Basically, the top turret is Leopard's turret. This one. And if we do buy and mount, I can't mount. I need new tracks. Always happens. So if I get new tracks and then mount the turret, this is what you get. You get Panther body, VK2801 turret, and the cool thing about it is that you have conning gun. We already know this gun from VK3601, but it is a little bit better conning gun because now with the standard armor piercing shells you actually have same damage as with the premium shells. If you remember, in the past conning guns had much more damage with the premium shells. Now, and assume this is the gun that you really will want to use on this tank, unless you love to derp with 10.5 centimeters on VK2801. That's probably another alternative. So this is a new top light tank for Germans. It weighs 40 tons, so I guess it's only light because it has a turret from a light tank, and I bet it will be a great kamikaze tank. Just go on the hill, get some speed, and crash into an enemy. Anyways, enough about light tanks. Let's get something to the interesting part. Let's get to Indian Panzer. This is the tank I really wanted to try. Because why? Well, because I already collected enough experience points on my VK3002DB, and as soon as I installed Common Test, I researched Indian Panzer. It looks like Mini Luva, but it's kind of different. Well, it's a medium tank, right? It's a slow medium tank, so when I draw it, it feels more like VK3601. it's a bit on the slower side. One great thing that was added to all German medium tanks that they never had before is a great gun depression. It's very easy to play now with these tanks, or much easier to play with these tanks on the hills and the mountains, because gun depression is awesome. Its gun, uh, one of the guns, tier 8 guns, one of the top guns has two top guns. 8.8 centimeters is the same gun that we already used before on Tigers. Um, and This is a new gun that can be only mounted on this tank and Leopard Prototype A. Let's check the difference between those two guns. So this gun has a little bit better rate of fire, a little better penetration, but the same accuracy and the same aiming time. Great accuracy and a rather slow aiming time, if you ask me. So, and naturally, this will be a gun of choice for this particular tank. It has 380 meters view range. On tier 8 must have vertical stabilizer, rammer, and I put enhanced gun laying drive just to make that aim time faster. So what else do we have here in this tank? Standard things: top radio, top engine, which is only 630 horsepower, and for like 40 ton is not that much. That's why this tank is a bit sluggish. The next two tanks, tier 9 and tier 10, they're pretty much identical tanks. So this is Leopard Prototype tier 9, Leopard 1. See, Leopard 1 has a little bit fancy look. It has a little cage on the end, axe and shovel and some tools. Now Prototype A doesn't have anything like this. Well, enough about how it looks like. Let's look at the differences. So I'm switching again with these two tanks. They have exactly the same engine. They have exactly the same armor. What's the difference? The difference is pretty much the gun. Leopard Prototype A has exactly the same gun, to be honest. It's 105mm Royal Ordnance, but it's a bit slower, 5 rounds a minute, and accuracy and aiming time is a bit worse than Leopard 1. Leopard 1 probably has the best gun on its level. It's 1.9 aiming time. This is incredible. As 0.3 accuracy. That's extremely accurate gun, and it has very satisfactory rate of fire and great penetration. Problem with both of these tanks, they have no armor, so 70mm 52 is I think butt chat. Another great thing about those two tanks is the horsepower of the engine, 830 for 40 ton. I played these tanks and they really, the dynamics is like bad chat. It's very fast, very dynamic tank. You just have to make sure you do not get shot because well, T-50 Scout will penetrate you. Now, how we can research Indian Panzer? Let's go back. There are two ways to research it. You can research it from VK 30,000 2DB, and you will need 81,100 experience. Or you can research it with this the Panther light tank, but you will need 106,000 experience. And you already can research and play VK 3002 DB now. So if you don't have that tank, you can buy it now and get enough experience points by the time the final release of 8.5 is launched. So enough about the garage stuff, and let's look at the battles. The first battle is going to be in Indian Panzer, and we will see the advantage of this tank, and I will also talk a little bit about its armor. Well, we can start talking about armor now. It's actually better armor than his brothers on tier 9 and tier 10. It has 90 millimeters up front and in a turret, and it has great angles here. Look at this angle. I don't know how much lower glasses would be, and it looks like it has great gun mask. And you would think that because of a great gun depression, you could use this gun mask to simply just show it on the top of the hill and shoot and bounce shells out of it. Well, it did not work for me. I don't know if it's a bug or it's just there isn't much armor or anything at all behind the mask. But I kept easily penetrated by enemy tanks right into the gun mask. So and I don't know again if it's just a bug in the game because it's test release. So we'll see how it goes. And another problem with common test server is because everyone wants to play tier 9 and 10s. When you play Indian Panzer, you always go very bottom of the list, and you can't really judge how good the armor is here because you're never on top. I have a feeling that when we play tier 8 battles and there will be 6s and 7s in the battle, they'll have rather hard time penetrating the upper glasses here or the turret, because turret looks very bouncy. Well, maybe except the machine gun spot here. But again, from the distance away, you need to make snipe it first, and the commander cupola is rather small here. So, anyways, let's go into the battle. So here we go, and tier 9 battle, and this is probably the best benchmaking I've got in about a dozen or so battles I played on this tank. Usually you always get in tier 10 battles, everyone wants to try those new tier 10 Leopards. Little interface change, you see all these little triangles and diamonds on top, and there will be the lights will go off and they'll be changing as tanks are killed. I guess just little nice addition to the game. I don't have any mods installed. At least I don't believe I do. So it's like a vanilla plain game. Let me get sound off a bit. All right, make it a little less loud here. Standard situation. All medium tanks go into the middle. Just your regular standard thing. And how to play this map is for medium tanks to control the middle. And you can see how much slower I am than Type T-54 or Leopards. It really does feel like VK-36 or what. Now, see guys, and I don't think this gun is fully depressed yet. But the gun depression on this tank is again great. That makes it much more comfortable to play on German tanks. It's almost like an American tank now with its gun depression. You can just get on over the hill, shoot, go back. Get over the hill, shoot, go back. Just like what I'm doing here now. See? Dang. And you go back down. I put crew here from my VK 3000 2DB tank, so I have 6 cents. There's E75. Penetrate him on the side of the turret. And again go back down. I don't think artillery will make me the primary target, but still move and back down and try to disappear as soon as you shoot. tracked D75, but this gun is not powerful enough to penetrate angled E75. So go back down again. And now on the example, like you see Super Pershing here, we'll be watching on how good this gun as a sniping gun at picking up the weak spots of Super Pershing. So I'm just shooting him on the side of his turret. On the weak spot, the Commander Cupola, he hit me back, so I'm going back down behind the hill. And I will be using my just barely enough over the hill. And again, his weak spot, and he's dead. Let's find next target. There's a KV-3. This is gonna be a great shot on KV-3, guys. I think. Oh, not this one. I thought one of the shots was in this game was like 800. I did. Don't know. Might have already happened. I didn't pay attention. So you shoot, you go back. You only show your enemy only sees top of your turret, and they don't really have time or have hard time picking you up. So or here, Tortoise, you pick its weak spot is Commander Cupola. Let's see what when it penned me. Actually, it penned me in the upper glasses. But again, it has great penetration values, much better than 90mm 7 angled. And again, weak spot, hit it weak spot and pulled back, it missed. It's a nice gun to snipe in the hilly maps. Again, I only see a tip of Conqueror turret and I hit him. As you guys see, I missed very few shots in this game. Almost every single shot you place, you hit your enemy. It's pretty neat. I've been enjoying the gun on this tank, and I can only imagine what it can do when it is on top of the list, on top of the matchmaking. Because I haven't had a single battle yet where I was on top of matchmaking. After the battle is over, I'll show you the post-game screen and a couple of, again, changes in a statistics screen that they've added with this version that you had to use mods before. And we won this game. Alright, post-game reports. And the post-battle report for the Indian Panzer battle. I got ace tanker and 3600 in got a 3600 experience. The next screen shows you how much basically stat screen. One thing is the column here added that shows you how much damage you did. So I did 3000 damage. One of the lowest tanks on my team got the most damage done. So you had to use mods before to show the damage. Now it's by default. And the last screen I also did 1000 damage upon detecting and made quite few credits. So nice battle, and to the next one. So, and this is the second battle. It is on Leopard Prototype A, Karelia map, Tier 10 battle. Again, if you play Prototype A, generally you get the Tier 10s, and you always at the bottom of the list. So those Indian Panzer and Prototype A was hard to judge because you're never on top. And the way I'm playing Contessor, I'm usually rushing somewhere just to figure out how this tank plays and then right away. So I'm telling guys that we need to go to take the hill, and now you guys you'll see how fast this tank is. I will reach the hill before anyone else. Well, I was first in line anyway, but still. So I'm going 62 right now, 66, 68. Check guys, awesome dynamics, extremely fast to gain the speed, and then it holds the speed impressively. Very dynamic tank. Look how much far behind the rest of our team is. So and I get on the hill before the Leopard. And again, Leopard PTA, Prototype A and Leopard 1, they have exactly the same way, exactly the same engine, very similar tanks. So the speeds and everything is about the same. It's just Leopard shoots a bit faster, aims a bit faster, and has more health points. That's pretty much it. And so look, there's no artillery on this map, so I feel this is not a safe spot when there's an artillery in the map. But when there's no artillery, basically this is what you do. You get your enemy under crossfire here. And again, you can see, look, has a great gun depression. German tanks never had such a good gun depression before. So, finished off one. I got hit for the first time in this game. Now, look guys, I don't have an armor, so I'm not going against well armored tanks below, and then I saw a LOL tractor and I just had to kill it, but oops, somebody killed it before me. So I don't want to go and rush against FVs and T-57 Heavy. I'm going to help our Leopard here. That's the advantage of taking the hill, because you can help your team in the valley on the line K, and at the same time you can shoot across and help your team on the lines B and C up north. So it's very nice when your team can take control of the hill in the Karela at the beginning of the game. So I'm trying to snipe that FV 215, and I missed. Reload is a bit slow for a medium tank, tell you that. Wish it was faster. And look guys, again to show an example of sniping gun. Not this shot, the next one. So see, slow, very slow reload. I didn't have chance to shoot him again. So he has, now he showed his commander cupola just for a second and boom. Very nice. Impressive gun. It will be even better on Leopard 1 when it shoots faster. And aiming time is even faster, like 1.9 aiming time on tier 10. That's amazing. I'm not sure how this tank will fare compared to T-62A, because really this tank doesn't have good armored turret. Anyways, post-game report is coming. And for the post-game stats, as you can see. So we have here 2900, experience, 57,000 no, credits, and I didn't do as much damage as in the previous battle. It was a rather simple battle. Still did well, I think. And actually in this battle I did pretty good damage upon detecting. Hope you got few ideas about these tanks and whether you want to walk towards it. So guys, we have here Leopard 1 and the port map. We start in the southern spawn, and if you saw my previous videos, you know the spot where I usually go. And what do we have here? Tier 10 battle. So finally, I'm not at the bottom of the food chain. And the spot I go is really the best place to go if you do not have artillery on this map, because that's spot where artillery can hit you. Then the more artillery is there, the more chances are that you'll die quick. So here we go in the middle of the map, and again, because I have very nice gun depression, I can use the hill here and shoot west or east, or like west or east depending where the enemy is. And I'm just waiting. There, here comes someone. And here comes someone else. Ah, he tricked me. He stopped at the very last moment. Not fair. I'll pay back. Dang, 471. Nice gun. And I hit him again. So as you see, guys, this is a great spot to stay here. And I was going to move it, and I saw, oh, Patton is moving. So Patton got for 400. And from now on, I'm moving a little forward to help to finish those T-57 heavies. Gun is so nice. The aiming round circle is so small, you don't even have to wait for it to completely lock. You probably would still hit most of the time. Yeah, I know I was vulnerable here, but I really wanted to finish him off. So I'm done with the east, because there's only, it looks like there's only IS-7 and a whole bunch of our tanks left. So I'm gonna help with the west here, because there's a bad chat and E100. Bad chat is leaving, so I figured he ran out of his drum. Spaced armor. I just hit spaced armor on E100. That's why I did not penetrate him. So I'm looking after bad chat, and at this point, I thought that he is reloading. So I wanted to really finish the E100 first, and then bad chat hit me. He reloaded faster than I thought he would. So I'm turning around, and somebody helped me to kill the bad chat. And that's pretty much the game. Wasn't even close, just a simple game, but kind of gives you a slight idea of Leopard, what it can do, and the power of its gun. See, very nice gun. I have 100% crew here because there's no limit on gold and anything on the test server. Nice gun. And post-game report is coming. I hope you guys found my videos interesting and it gave you some idea on what to expect in the next version of the World Tank. And here is the last post-game report for the Leopard 1. This was the longest video I made so far. Hope you're not tired and you're not too. It wasn't too boring. Pretty good stats. Most the damage in my team, 4,000 damage, and I think people would do even more with such a great gun that Leopard has. It would be interesting to see how it fares when there's a bunch of artillery and in the regular battles in the solo pub matches. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.